What's up, junkyard people? Doing a little oil change on the old Stanger, but check it out. I'm also diving deep. So we got the old air conditioner condenser undone, and I've torn this out. And before I got into it, I thought I'd bring you guys in and we'd tear it apart and see what's going on in there and how far it's melted back. So yeah, happy 4th of July, by the way. Yeah, it's Friday the 4th of July, and I still have not found a turbo that will fit on that thing. So like anything that takes a T3 is huge. Like they're 50 millimeter and bigger, and the one that was in there is like a 38 millimeter, something crazy small. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I know this air conditioning is gonna have to come out no matter what, and I'll probably end up just capping off the coolant lines, oil return, oil feed, and then this is, like I said, that exhaust tube that goes, oh, you probably can't even see it, but way down there at the bottom of the intake. Like I think that's just for like cold start. I don't really know what the point of that is, but we can take that out and remove it. Yeah, I don't know. Let's get into the wiring here a little bit, and I'll unwrap this and we'll come back and we'll check out and see how bad it is. Well, that's the first good thing that's happened for us. Looks like the only wire that was melted was that ground wire. Probably pulled too much current through it or had it hooked up backwards to that fan. Not for sure, but this is just melted on the insulation. So good deal, good deal. And maybe we can pull these wires back a little bit more and try to splice that in. For whatever reason, it goes to the hood prop. I don't know. I didn't think it had a hood open light, but it might. I'm not for sure. Seems like 89 they wouldn't have had that, but so yeah, bonus. That's a good deal. I think also these are for our temperature sensors here. Them need to be fixed. Done a little better. Maybe twisted and ran in a pair so I can hide them a little more, but I don't know. We should just bolt that header on here, run this little pipe over to this little pipe here, and just run this thing without a turbo. I wonder if it'd work. I don't know. You should comment down below and let me know if I should try that and see if this thing will run without the turbo. You know, for like science and stuff. Alright, let's get back to it. So I guess now what I need to do is I need to take this apart, and I think I'm just going to add a ground wire. And then maybe twist it up with this, because I believe these are the fan wires. This is the ambient air temp wires. Hood wires. So yeah, I don't know. We might need to tear into that too, because I see some splices there. Yeah, let's tear that open and see what's up. Wiring I can deal with. What in the good Lord's name do we got going on here? Every wire has been spliced or cut. What? Why? What for? I don't know, maybe it's been wrecked up here. It does look like, you know, like this has all been bashed. Like it's all bent way out for some reason. where it should be, you know, like that. And this is all just bent the fuck. So yeah, I guess we know what we're doing today. I'm gonna sit here and go through all this and see if we can't fix it up, I guess. Wow. I wonder what them wires look like under that tape. Yep, bought this because I just need a little, maybe a fuel pump or something. Maybe, you know, some wiring. And it's more than that. Okay, so I'm gonna do this a little bit, and I'll catch back with you guys here in, I don't know, 7 or 8 weeks. Alright, so we've done some digging and tore some off, and these have come apart, and there's a couple other wires that have just come apart from a bad crimp. This is not, that one's not as bad, but most of them are just flat. And when you're crimping like that, it doesn't really hold very well. You need a good set of crimpers, even though this really isn't the best set of crimpers. It has that nice little jaw in there. It really puts a mash down. So I think I'm gonna run into town, see if the old Advanced Auto's open. Got me a coupon. And see if I can't get some butt splices or something and go through and redo this, because I don't know why he extended these, because I pulled on this a little bit and I got it to come pretty far out, so I think I can just butt them all back together and then retape it up, and yeah, probably all worked, you know. I don't know, nothing really looked bad enough to where it wasn't making a connection, except for the couple of wires that just pulled out. I still believe they were making a connection though, but we'll see. So yeah, well, I'll go run into town, get me a couple parts, and get back to it. Yeah, this all needs to be, that all needs to be redone too. This is, what a mess. What a mess. That's alright, we're gonna pull all this crap off here, put a big turbo on it, see if we can't blow this bitch up. Alright, we'll be back. Well, yeah, slowly but surely we getting there. One at a time, I guess. Got one there, got a bunch here that are still extended that I'm gonna cut out. Got that one fixed. I'm gonna do something about that, because this is where our melted wire is. Yep. At least it makes me feel like I'm doing something, even though it was probably all fine. But alright, I'm gonna keep going at it. Check back in a minute, see how you guys are doing. Look at that pile of garbage. Shit everywhere. Getting some splices done. Looking a little better. Couple to do yet. A little shrink tube. I don't know what's going on here. I'm gonna fix that. I've got to place this in another wire, but man, I just wanted to give a shout out to my neighbor. Look at this driveway. Look at this. Todd done come down here with this thing that just tears shit up. Leveled out the driveway. Took care of all the holes. Dude, I don't think my driveway has ever been this nice. Now hopefully it doesn't rain today and turn it into a mud bog. Because that old girl right there ain't got no mud boggers on her. Shoo, look at that. Boy, she looked good. Damn, she looked good. Good thing that makes me happy, because this son of a bitch right here sure don't. Alright, I'm going to get back to it. Do some more splicing. Put me a new wire in there. And then, yep, probably take that there condenser out of there, because this air conditioning is going to be done anyways. Have to find something to make up a pulley because we got power steering down there. So, yep. All right, let me finish this up and get her all looking pretty. I ain't never seen no bee eat an inchworm. Look at that.
Flying with his bitch ass, too.
Oh, he's gonna take off. Look at. Oh, is he humping it? Look, he's getting it. What is going on right now? Oh, he's trying to take off. You can't fly. What is going on right now? And we back. Look at the air. Look how fancy that is. Look at that, all taped up. Yeah. Got all that repaired. That'll just tuck back up under there anyway. Ain't gonna see it. Ain't gonna see nothing under there. You know what I'm saying, bro? Try to bash that all back down. Just don't know what happened there. But even better, I've done some working. I've done some clocking. Done some maneuvering. And I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work. Let me put you down for a second and I'm gonna slide around there and show you. Booyah. Yeah, I know it looks the same as the other day. I get it. But right here, turn these around, clocked them up. So now they're not hitting the block. Now it's just barely touching the block here, but there's no gaskets in it anywhere. No gasket in that, no gasket in that. So hopefully them little tiny bit is going to give me just a little gap. The hose there for the coolant, yep, can still just cap that off. Not worried about it. I got this facing up now, just like the factory one was. And I just took this off because I'm worried about how big the front of that turbo is. But I just took this off, put it on here. Booyah, fits perfect. So really, all I need is me a new tube and a new piece of silicone, and we can hook that back up the way it was. And then as far as these tubes, I think they're the same, or maybe it's, I have to measure, but I bet it's pretty close. So I can use all the factory pipes going out of the intercooler back to the throttle body. And maybe I might just have to make something new for this here. Oil feed's a little bit different, but we can make that work. The oil drain is right here, and I don't know if this is going to have an issue with it draining because it's not much lower, but you know, I don't know. But bro, I'm kind of pumped now. Kinda. I gotta get rid of the air conditioning condenser, mount the intercooler back up, get rid of the air conditioning pump, and figure out how I can run that belt, because like I said, it runs the power steering. But I'm pumped. I have figured some stuff out today, and I think it's gonna work. Yep, I think it's gonna work one way or another, because I mean, I don't think I can get an exhaust in there. You know, that's only 3 fingers, 3.5 fingers. That's a pretty extreme downpipe. If I take that off, I can put me an O2 bung in it so I can run that old school. That's just a, I think they call it like a gas sensor or something. Gas oxygen. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, people. I don't know why you watch, but yeah. So much for the air conditioning. Well, here we are, folks. Back at it again here. So where I left off, we were going to remove the AC, which I did. Remove the condenser. I put the radiator back in. hooked up the bottom and top hoses. Got the turbo pretty much mounted. I still need to put gaskets in there, so I'm just kind of trying to test fit everything. Put some new studs in it. She's gonna need a little grinding on the old top of the fan here where the hose is gonna have to come in, but it does clear somewhat, I guess. Oh, I just got back. Old Bobby, old Rob Lock hooked me up. This is part of that tube that went from right here to the intake. So this one I'll thread in here, like yay. And then the other one is a cap that he welded on. Look at that, boy, nice, that real nice. And then that'll go back here on the intake and plug off that. But yeah, we still got to put those in. I got to figure out oil feed and again the drain yet. And our couple of tubies, an exhaust. That's pretty much it, I think. So there ain't much more to go. Ain't got much more to go. But it's gonna take a minute because I got other stuff I gotta pay for. So hopefully within the next month or so I'll be able to get over to Rob's house and have him, you know, fab me up with some exhaust or at least a downpipe for this so we can get it hooked up and started. I don't know. Keep your fingers crossed. I appreciate all the new subscribers. I appreciate all the comments, trying to input some help with this thing because we all know I have no clue what I'm doing. I can wire stuff. That's about it. But again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Hit the old little like thing down that thing. And maybe subscribe if you haven't. I don't know. This is about as good as it gets. So, all right. Right, Leon?